Palantir is coming for Discord. I only skim read this, so I'm not coming in with a ton of information. I'd like to clarify my knowledge on the subject a little bit. Yeah, it's actually pretty nasty, is my understanding. Discord launches teen by default settings globally. Well, what does that mean? Well, it doesn't tell you much from the title because it's deliberately vague so as not to induce alarm. Teen by default settings to roll out globally for all Discord users, enhancing age-appropriate protections while maintaining privacy, community, and meaningful connection to the platform. Well, that sounds all right, you know. Okay, wow, that's great. What do you mean by that? Discord is announcing enhanced teen safety features rolling out globally that reinforce its long-standing commitment to creating a safer and more inclusive experience for users over the age of 13. As part of this update, all new and existing users worldwide, will have a teen-appropriate experience by default. What does that mean? With updated communication settings, restricted access to age-gated spaces, and content filtering that preserves the privacy and meaningful connections that define Discord. Beginning with a phased global rollout to new and existing users in early March, users may be required to engage in an age verification process to change certain settings or access sensitive content. This includes age-restricted channels, servers, or commands and select message requests. Nowhere is our safety work more important than when it comes to teen users, which is why we are announcing these updates in time for Safer Internet Day. Didn't know that was a holiday. Rolling out teen by default settings globally builds on Discord's existing safety architecture, giving teens strong protections while allowing verified adults flexibility. Great. Okay, so what does all this actually mean? Privacy-forward age assurance. Age assurance is the foundation of this new experience. It is designed to respect Discord users' privacy and choice. Discord users can choose to use facial age estimate, or submit a form of identification to its vendor partners, with more options coming in the future. So just immediate read on this. You can give Discord a perfect 3D blender model of your cock, balls, and asshole, or you can give them your social security card. Additionally, Discord will implement its age interference model, a new system that runs in the background to help determine whether an account belongs to an adult without always requiring users to verify their age. So you can either give them the aforementioned cock and balls 3D model / social security number, or they run a constant background key logging, some kind of surveillance software on your computer to determine how old you are somehow. So if you're out there making 6-7 jokes, I guess you could be 18, it wouldn't even matter. Still want an age-gated internet? Yes, through the government, not through a bunch of private companies individually asking me to Xerox my asshole so they can see how many rings there are in the tree and determine my age. Yes, to an anonymous government ID to directly confirm age, not Palantir in every website. Jesus Christ. Some users may be asked to use multiple methods if more info is needed to assign an age group. Jesus Christ. Key privacy protections of Discord's age assurance approach include on-device processing, video selfies for facial age estimation, never leave a user's device. Guys, how many times have corporations been found out to be lying about this? Oh yeah, the verification data we're using, that gets deleted instantly. It never leaves your device. How many times? Literally every time they're lying about this. Literally every time, with no exceptions, they're lying about this. Yes, it's all sent directly to a man in India. One man, the same man every time. Quick deletion. Identity documents submitted to our vendor partners. By the way, vendor partners. So this is a third-party system they're using, are deleted quickly, in most cases immediately after age confirmation. So it's not just the ID stuff on your computer. It's not just going to Discord or your computer. It's also going to a third party or multiple third party vendors. Yeah, what is this? Deleted quickly. How quickly is quickly? In most cases, immediately after age confirmation. What the do you mean in most cases? Straightforward verification. In most cases, users complete the process once and their Discord experience adapts to their verified age group. Users may be asked to use multiple methods only when more ID is needed to assign an age group. Private status. A user's age verification status cannot be seen by other users. Oh, but the private corporations that you're vendoring them to? After completing a chosen method, users will receive confirmation via a direct message from Discord's official account. A user's assigned age group can be viewed at any time in My Account settings. Users can always go to My Account settings to appeal their assigned age group by retrying the process. Discord prompts users to age assure only within Discord currently done. Okay, on multiple levels. For one, all of this shit's going to Palantir. Don't get it twisted. It's or I guess do get it twisted. Do or don't. I don't, whichever is applicable. It's going to Palantir. Okay. For two, this is ineffective. Here's something everyone needs to understand and accept. All social media by default is 18 plus. There is no way to run a social media platform with private messages that does not contain within it the ability to expose people to adult only content. It is unavoidable. Anything that involves peer-to-peer interactions through DMs or even just like Discord spaces, there is no way around it. Okay. Maybe TMI. I remember playing StarCraft Brood War back in like the year 2000, and people would play siege tank tower defense maps where the mini map would, as you completed more of the waves of enemies, the mini map would get revealed to reveal like a 64 by 64 pixel nude image of a lady or whatever, like the lowest res pinup art you could imagine. Yeah, brother. Yeah. There's no way around this. Okay. If humans are engaging with humans, there's always this potential. Okay. This is the idea that this is going to protect anyone. It's not. There is a reason why spaces like Club Penguin or whatever, like those are very heavily moderated and, more importantly, exclusively made for kids. You know, not to say you couldn't harass a kid over Club Penguin or whatever, but like it was relatively like a safe space for kids. That's what Roblox should be. But of course they don't want to do that because that would cost them money. Roblox should be that. Roblox should be like explicitly for kids, by which I mean like you can't even chat to each other basically. Like you communicate via like Hearthstone text prompts like thank you, hello, and just that. Essentially, you can like for like 1 Robux you can buy like 100 pre-recorded voice lines. Heal me, well met. You know, like that, just like and that help me, yeah, and that's it. Like that, like unironically, yeah, that would be great. Like that would like actually make it a safe space for kids. You know, Roblox currently makes a ton of money off groomers, though. Yeah, and presumably so does Discord via like gifted nitros. So what are you gonna do? Corporations already have all of our info. How much does Discord doing this actually change? Well, no, that's the thing. They don't. Like what they're describing. Okay, like again, this is the tech they're describing. A 3D facial scan verification via video for children to confirm their age, or invisible surveillance software that they run while you're using Discord that determines your age based on something. What information are they pulling from your computer use that could meaningfully determine what your age is? Insane. Absolutely insane. The invisible software runs regardless. You don't get to choose. Christ. This is the same software that's been used to enforce the UK porn ban, by the way. I have said this many times. I will continue to say this. The global shift towards surveillance is being advanced by an unholy trifecta of Palantir-like corporations that are using AI to amass data and parse through it, governments that think democracy is on its way out and they know that control over the population via like permanent surveillance and AI Palantir bullshit is the only way to like maintain social order in a world where people aren't hopeful about the future. And 3, far-right activist groups who are providing the social push, you know? And it's happening everywhere. Look at like Amy Klobuchar, ostensibly a Democrat, a liberal, right? Pushing for the removal of Section 230 here in the United States. Is there anything you can do as an individual against this? No. Starting in early March, all new and existing Discord users globally will be assigned new default settings that support age-appropriate experiences while keeping privacy front and center. Content filters. Discord users will need to be age-assured as adults in order to unblur sensitive content or turn off the setting. Age-gated spaces. Only users who are age-assured as adults will be able to access age-restricted channels, service, and app commands. Message request inbox. Direct messages from people a user may not know are routed to a separate inbox by default, and access to modify the setting is limited to age-assured. Friend request alerts. People will receive warning prompts for friend requests from users they may not know. Stage restrictions. Only age-assured adults may speak on stage in servers. Oh, look, they're mentioning it right here. Last year, Discord successfully launched a teen by default experience in the UK and Australia, and this global rollout builds on that approach to deliver consistent, age-appropriate protections worldwide. Yay. Introducing the Discord Teen Council. The Teen Council will consist of 10 to 12 teens and will help ensure Discord understands, not assumes, what teens need. Okay, sure. Interested teens aged 13 to 17 can apply to participate in the Teen Council at the link here. Okay. Well, that's cool. So, I don't know, deep state, whatever. They want to scrape as much data as possible. Discord's IPO is coming up, right? Oh, here was a message from Discord where they're talking about how a bunch of, back in October 9th last year, approximately 70,000 users may have had their government ID photos exposed, which our vendor used to review age-related appeals. That's interesting. So people's age verification information that was submitted to a third party ended up getting leaked. Like it wasn't deleted immediately? This was not a breach of Discord, but rather a breach of a third-party service provider, 5CA, that we use to support our customer service efforts. Like kind of like the third-party vendor you're going to be using for your future appeals. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I guarantee you the reason that they're rolling this out alongside their IPO is because they know that a huge amount of the investment in their company will be people who like Discord as a scraper of user data. Much in the same way that like a bunch of other websites are only profitable because they scrape data and sell it to advertisers, people will invest in Discord not because it's a social media platform where you can buy Nitro or whatever, but because they understand that the purpose of this program is to scrape data and sell it to governments or private companies that can use it to surveil you. So yeah, I don't know. It's pretty bad. Like, it's like really, really bad. And because this is Discord, which is not really treated like a major social media platform, even though it is, nobody's going to talk about this, guarantee you. Like, it's not going to get taken seriously, the same as if something like this was rolled out for Twitter, you know? A lot of people use Discord. Any alternative services we can switch to? Yeah, IRC channels? I don't know. It seems like this is kind of a abandoned ship thing for Discord. Like the idea of Discord like literally permanently running quiet software to track your age is insane to me. Like, what are they doing? What is it? Key logging? What is it like seriously, what the does that mean? Just observing your behavior while you have Discord open? What the are you talking about? Message scanning, something it does already? Yeah, but it implied that it would be doing message scanning, not just on Discord. It would be message scanning other shit you say, which is, like, again, insane to think about. There are laws against collecting children's data. Yeah, but they're not enforced. Literally hundreds of millions of children all around the world use these websites and their data gets scraped. The only reason it's not enforced is because it's borderline unenforceable. Like, how on earth could you do that, you know? I don't think they said that at all. What I just described? I mean, maybe I'm misinterpreting it. They're being deliberately vague here. Additionally, Discord will implement its age inference model, a new system that runs in the background to help determine whether an account belongs to an adult without always requiring users to verify their age. What the does that mean? A program that runs in the background. It's not like Discord is incapable of picking up info on your computer that isn't within the app of Discord. Programs can do that. Runs in the background? Whatever. We all know what this means. Really, really grim. Nasty business. FERPA and COPPA are very heavily enforced when a complaint is made and confirmed. Yeah, but that isn't how the law should work, right? If it's against the law for a corporation to do something, and the only way to get recourse is to file a complaint yourself, but also the processes are so opaque and like invisible and difficult and abstract, like in practice, what that means is 1 in a million times the law is violated, people are going to do something with it, you know? Unfortunately, the majority of people have just adopted the why do I care if I'm being surveilled? I'm not doing anything wrong mindset when it comes to the internet. Yeah, but it's like I mean, that's kind of how it's always been, right? Where's this being implemented? Discord. Are they doing this because of pedo shit? No, this will do nothing to protect children. No, like countries. This is just across the board and across the board with Discord. More info from the Discord safety director. It looks like this is just this is just a summary of the post on the company Discord. It's not really anything novel. I hope the EU cracks down on this. I mean, the EU is also pushing for their own kind of internet AI surveillance. Like the UK isn't part of the EU, of course, neither is Australia. But there is a synchronicity there. There's a parallel there. Is there anything that can be done to stop it? I don't know. Discord's doing a change. What are you gonna do? Vosh program that runs in the background doesn't mean a literal software program installed on your computer. They just mean they're taking heuristics in the back that will identify whether or not you're adult. Like a data model that looks at years active in Discord. Yeah, but you don't know that. Like you can't assume charitability here, right? We already know for a fact that in violation of the law, these are listening to us all the time. If your phone isn't entirely off, it is listening to you. Like, again, I remember just a couple of years ago, you guys called me a conspiracy theorist for saying this, because you can talk about buying new chairs around your phone for a while, and then suddenly you start getting like Amazon adverts for buying chairs. Like, people call me a conspiracy theorist. Now there are lawsuits out there about how Apple is doing exactly that. So like, you can never assume charitability on this. That conclusively isn't true. It conclusively is. And it's like you're delusional. I'm sorry, like I don't know you well enough to assume like what kind of mental illness is driving you to ignore reality. You can look it up. Like it's just an acknowledged fact of the world. It's literally happening. Why wouldn't they? They're evil, man. They're all evil. We have to move past like the reflexive assumption that the people in charge of running the world know or want what's good for us. By and large, they're stupid and evil, and they show it to us every day in very, very obvious, open, transparent ways. Class action Android lawsuit, you get $100. Why? Android device users claimed Google allowed passive data transfers without their knowledge or consent. Yeah, everyone gets $100. Yes. Are you more favorable towards free and open source software now? When have I ever been anti-free and open source? Was that a position I've taken in the past? Did I have an argument with chat where I was like, no, I love proprietary software. I love corporations having full control over everything they produce. I mean, I like it, you know, free and open source software. Is this another Linux pitch? How would installing Linux change Discord? All right, you people. All right. Okay. Vosh always talks shit about Linux. No, I don't. I talk shit about Linux users, which is different. That's different. That's a different thing. Linux lets you run Discord in its own environment where it can't spy on you. That doesn't really fix the broader problem here. That's not going to solve the bajillion people having their data harvested by Palantir. It's still asking for your tip color. That's true. That's true. Grim stuff.